Bituin Queen. I am your host and pageant presenter, Medima, and with me on this spooky session are my cast of contestants. Let's meet them once again. Alyssa Aguilos.
Hi, I'm Melissa Aguilos playing Desiree Danso.
Ashley Lanuza.
Hi, I'm Ashley Lanuza playing Venus Delisaya.
Kay Kawada.
I am playing... Oh my gosh, I forgot my character's name.
Janine Goubaton.
I was like, I'm not playing.
You're fine.
And I'm playing.
Kay Kawada.
I'm playing...
I'm playing bitches. And you can't take that away from me. The energy of this episode is wild. Kay Kawada.
I'll be playing Janine Goubaton.
Hey. And Charlotte Rose.
I'm Charlotte Rose. I'll be playing Miriam Omapoy.
Yes. Ooh, it has been a while since we have been gathered together like this in our small little coven of players. But let that not deter us from getting back into where we left off. Ladies, last time our contestants got a chance to sharpen their skills before they entered the second round of the competition. Through lessons in charm, self-defense, and history from Gloria, Liza, and the concierge twins, Junie and Gani respectively, our heroines came into the pageant arena ready to rumble.
I just
Jokes!
screamed.
That's the channel we're on.
No way!
Oh, I get it. Oh my.
Subscribe if you dare.
Subscribe.
They also surmised that the ceremonial practices of the Bituin Queen pageant may have become corrupted as only 3 of the 4 tenets of Adlawato were being fulfilled: beauty, truth, and love. The 4th tenet, freedom, has been noticeably excluded from the pageant's proceedings. Suspicious. Later, while getting prepped by the beauty team backstage, Janine charmed a very stressed and frustrated Tim Lusong, who, as we all know now, is married to one of the past winners. The drama.
Married.
Tim?
How old is he? No, it's
50 is the thing. Also learned the surprise location of the pageant's finale will be atop the face of a massive sea cliff miles and miles away from the hotel and the arena itself.
That's not going to be dangerous at
Scary.
all.
Scary.
Where's Osha when you need her?
All ocean.
This version of the world hasn't developed OSHA yet. Maybe after this series, they certainly will.
Sponsor us, Osha.
Sponsor us, OSHA!
This episode is brought to you by
OSHA. The structural integrity of this set, impeccable. After a grueling round of questions and interviews, Miriam emerged the victor of the second night of the pageant.
I didn't think it was grueling at all.
Followed closely behind by Desiree, and finally Janine. This does mean that each competitor in the lineup has won some, or at least has placed at the competition. So at this point, the race for the crown is pretty neck and neck.
It's anyone's game.
It's anyone's game. It's you and your rival, Rita. Finally, as the pageant crew and contestants were leaving the arena, Desiree, don't know why I looked over here, Desiree overheard a very threatening conversation between a silhouetted stranger and one of the pageant judges herself, Regine Dula. It was then made clear to Desiree Gloria's secret contact at the hotel is in fact Regine. We will now pick up our tale the following morning. Janine, what are you doing as you wake up? The only people that have access to your room are Ken and Liza. But so you would know that Ken is probably already up and at 'em, doing his hotel duties, prepping things. Liza, she often goes back to the labor village before coming back because she doesn't work the graveyard shift. So you would be alone in your hotel room. What would you like to do?
I want to go talk to the twins.
Cool. So do you want to go downstairs to call for the concierge, or do you want to call the concierge up to you?
I'll go down to the concierge to see if anyone else is over.
Great. You go down to the lobby and you see, just kind of thumbing through a guest book, is Gani.
Hey, what are you looking at?
Hi.
And good morning. Sorry, good morning.
You're fine. Yeah, that's fine. I am just kind of wanting to review all the guests of the people that are here for the pageant. They have to be notified about like a location time for like moving things to the new location for the finale. But also today's the Palayok Festival. So, you know, there's some people that want like specific things or like guidebooks around the festival. Me and Junie are kind of gonna get together like touristy kind of things to get people to come around to the festival, or if they just want to stay at the hotel. But I'm just trying to check what they want. What's up?
What booths do we have this year?
I think it's mostly the same booths that we've had in the past. There's definitely like vendors that are here from all over, even outside of Sinauna. You know, there's people that will come into this festival just to like sell their wares. But the big one, you know, like there's like so many stalls that have a bunch of the Palayok masks. Or sorry, they're not Palayok masks, Huni masks. The ones that have like the red feathers that are supposed to like emulate the bird.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are being sold today. There's going to be the kite portion of the festival that happens today. So there's a bunch of kite vendors from like in Sinauna and like around the entire world that have come here.
Do you have any guidebooks on things that I don't already know about our island?
Yeah, like what kind of stuff are you looking for?
I don't know. I guess like more sightseeing or you said we're moving locations.
Yes. Do you want like a book on like different topography of the island?
Yes, sure.
Great.
But also, do they tell you why? Like, if we haven't done this before, so why the change in scenery?
Let's do something a little different. Can you make a congeniality roll for me? Your DC is DC 12.
Oh, wait.
Nope, that's not.
That's
That's
not the
a
right
D100. You want a
You want
D10?
the other
That's
You're
the one.
wrong. I didn't see the zeros.
3.
All right, take an adversity gem. Gani kind of looks at you and is just kind of like, well, I don't know. It seems a little confidential, and I like you're competing, and I understand that you're probably asking out of like safety, and I totally get that. But there's a couple of details that Franco, Armida, and Mateo didn't want us to share with too many people. And it's not that I don't trust you, I just don't want to get in trouble. I hope you get that.
I look down at him.
He's like,
my
like
height, right?
he's your height, yeah.
But is he sitting down or is he?
He's sitting down.
Okay, so then I kind of grab him.
In the middle of this lobby?
Yeah, in the middle of the lobby.
Okay. Make another. This time, make it a fitness roll. DC 12, same one.
Oh, that's my die. 4 plus 6.
You grab him, and he just like gently takes your hand, and you can feel the strength in his hand as he removes your hand from his chest. And he just says, Janine, I don't think that this is really becoming a constructive conversation, and I would appreciate it if you did not touch me.
Okay, hot. Okay, hot.
Okay, hot.
Okay.
Strong hands and communication. Hot.
The bare minimum. Shit. So he just kind of like removes you and then like puts a little distance between the two of you. And then you see Ken like walk out into the lobby. He's like, Nin, good morning. How are you?
Good.
Okay. That's an interesting way to greet.
I'm sorry, I'm good. Hi, good morning.
Oh, good morning. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you, but you're down here so early. Would you like to do any training for the concierge things?
Yeah, sure. What else do we have to do today?
Well, if you want to come with me, I was just going to put these little pamphlets to all these different hotel rooms to give to the guests. So come on, and I'll walk you through all the rooms that I gotta visit.
Your voice changed.
I mean, I don't mean to. This is your DM speaking. Accents? When you don't practice them very often?
They're hard.
Thank you! So you go off with Ken to deliver those pamphlets. Venus, you are next up. You are kind of waking up. At this point, it's kind of like 7:10, 7:15, let's say. What would you like to do? You would know that your mom is kind of like, surprisingly for a lady of like her kind of like business orientation, she's kind of a late riser, so she's like still pretty asleep in the room.
I would quietly start getting ready.
Cool.
Some pajamas, to regular clothes.
You would know that today is the second round of press that you guys are going to be doing. So you'll be meeting with your sponsors like shortly after breakfast. And then also it's the Palayok Festival. So there's like something, the big thing that you guys have to do as pageant contestants today is you're going to do like a plug of the finale at the festival later on that day.
So I'm going to change into casual clothes.
Great.
And then I am going to sneak out of the hotel.
Great. Hey,
Very
to not wake your mom.
Not wake my mama.
No, what I'm saying is to not wake your mom.
Oh,
give
to
me
not-
give me a flexibility roll. But she's still pretty asleep.
D8?
Let's make it, yeah, so you're rolling a D8, but the DC on this, I'll be fair. We'll make it a DC 5. If you can clear a 5, your mom will not stir from her slumber.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Does Venus's mom?
Hey, got an
I
8.
bursted.
So yeah, you exploded.
Yay!
Roll again.
Yay!
1.
That's great. 9.
9.
Almost so close. Not quite. Do you have any adversity gems? Do you want to make it a clean 10? Because if you overwhelmingly succeed, something fun will happen.
Ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
Huzzah.
Not only does your mom not wake, you have the wherewithal to like write a little note that allows you to say that like I went to go meet our sponsors. So you ensure the fact that your mom is not going to come looking for you for the next half of the day. So you are free to roam. Right now, you still look like Venus.
Yes, I haven't changed yet.
Yes.
I want to go to Linda.
Great.
Is she waking up yet?
She will be stationed in Desiree's room. So if you want to go
Wait,
over
I
there.
thought she was in Janine's room.
I thought she's in the tree.
She was in Janine's room. She was in Janine's
She's
balcony.
in a
Thank
tree.
you.
Okay, on the
Yeah,
balcony.
on the balcony
On
of Janine's
Janine's
room.
balcony?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go over to Janine's.
You want to knock?
Yep.
Linda opens the door.
Linda.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Do you want to come in? Come in.
Yes.
Do you have you had breakfast yet?
Not yet, I just woke up.
Kain na. We have some pandesal. Do you want some pandesal?
Yeah.
Okay, come. And like she like invites you kind of back out to the patio with some pandesal, a little
Kape.
glass
Kape.
like a cape. Like she just like made some like on the patio. And now like her tree is just kind of like there on the patio. There's like a little short stump that like was next to it. That's like a little patio table. And then she just kind of like lightly enchants like a couple of little branches to like for you guys to sit in. And then she's like, oh, and like grabs like a couple of cushions from the living room. She was like, I could make the cushions, but I got to take it easy.
I love
Yeah, Linda, I mean, I hope you're fully recharged from your nap or your magic recharge.
Yes, it's a bit of a thing for Kalanggit. We draw our powers from the island itself. So a lot of earth elementals, the moment that we come back in touch with where we have come from, we gain our strength from that. But no, I owe everything that I am and that I will ever be to Anagolay.
Anagolay. Yes.
Do you know about Anagolay?
I don't. Can you mind telling me more about that?
Oh my goodness, anak. It's strange. No one likes to talk enough about her, but she is the ruling goddess of this island. Anagolay is the spirit of lost things. She shields children left to the forests and the cliffs. She protects them from abandonment. The residents of this land, the ones that have lived here for millennia, if they lose something or someone important, Anagolay provides them direction towards what goes missing. This way that we move through life. It's through her practices. It's through her guiding us through it. She understands loss. She was abandoned by past lovers, having her own child taken away from her to become the god of the sun. But I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I'm not as close to her as I used to be. She was, according to legend, she was charged with overseeing the Adlawato as a whole. It's through her watchful gaze that all things lost on the island find their peace, either here on the earthly plane or in the upper planes. But sometimes, as the years pass, I feel my connection to her is strained. It's like she's not as close to me as she once was. But I'm also just an old lady.
When did that start happening, that not feeling very close to her?
I've been alive for a long time. Give me a scholastic roll, DC 10.
9?
Nice. 6?
I can't read that.
That is
What's
9.
9. 9.
9! Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have another adversity, Jen? Do you want to succeed even more? Hell yeah! You were asking, when did this start?
When did the strain start between Linda and the Anagole?
Feels like it started much before I was born. Way back before I was born. I'm nearly 100 years now. But the real loss that I started feeling, I'd say 36 years ago. I remember, the thing is, you know how when you cut open a tree, you have the rings on the inside and you can count the years that the tree's been there. The way I feel about my connection to Anagolay, if I were to cut it and I were to look at the rings, 36. I know it's very specific, but that's how many rings it feels like I have distance from her.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
When did you start working here?
I worked here. Well, I've been on this island my entire life. Amurao, it's a very old name. If you know for the tenets of Abnawato, my name comes from one of those tenets. My family has been on this island well before there were any settlements.
Oh, yeah.
Before there were any modernization, I guess, is maybe the best word for it. But we've been here. It almost sometimes feels like different versions of me have been here for a very, very long time.
But what, I guess my question is, like, when did you start having to work for the hotel?
I was about 6 years old.
So the hotel's been around for a long time.
At least some version of it. This used to be a large settlement of people that would come here. I was employed amongst many other young children to work for these people that came here to make these settlements and create Linawan as it is today, this bustling city it used to be. I've always been this. I've never not been this. I don't know if my life would be better if it wasn't this. I don't know. Everything that I do now as a housekeeper, I've done since I was a child.
Well, Linda, thank you so much. You really do put a lot in. We really appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
I was just also wondering, like, the Anangola, you said the spirit, right? You said she's like the sun god.
Her son ended up becoming the sun god.
Her son.
Her son,
Oh, it's a pun.
so the god Akulaki,
Yeah.
the sun god, that is her son. She lost him to be
She lost him to what?
the duties of being a god, at least as the legends go. There's many things that other gods in the large array that we have, the spirits, they do what they want and they take what they want sometimes. And there was very little regard for Anagolay to be anything other than what she was. She is the goddess of lost things. She will find anyone who is
Anyone?
lost. Well, that's as the legend goes.
So if I'm looking for someone in my life, she can give me direction to find them?
if you manage to find a temple that still is in her name.
Where's the temple?
Most of them, the only one that I can think of in recent memory would be on Bad Baram, actually. There is a temple that is still erected there for religious purposes for the champions if ever they felt lonely. That's the last known temple. Every other temple had been demolished over the years because of progress and the expansion of the Bagkasan.
How far is Babaram from here?
I've never been. I know that it is a long way away, but I know it's not as close as the labor village, but farther than that.
Did there used to be a temple in this area before they deconstructed it?
There was one that was close, but a lot of the roots of that temple had been ripped away and kind of anything that would have been here in this city has been uprooted and deconsecrated, I guess is the best way that you could say.
Okay. Thanks, Linda.
Of course. Well, Anna, I am going to go ahead and check on your other floor roomies. Just want to see how they are doing. Would you like to come with me?
Sure.
Okay. Miriam, what is going on? Alden, obviously, like, sleeping in the living room. You're in, like, the main bedroom. You won the night before. But what do you think is going on in Miriam's head as she wakes up? And just as like a recap, in your answer you didn't really plug like your sponsor, but you gave a very honest and compelling answer. What do you think is going through Miriam's head as she wakes up this following morning?
I definitely think that Miriam had like a fitful night of sleep. I think that the win feels good, but it also feels a little bit like unfamiliar, but also a little dangerous, like a little belly of the beast, where she knows that she gave a good answer, and like we were all there when Rita plugged Loco Coco at the end of her little thing, and that was inappropriate. That was weird and inappropriate. So, you know, she knows that she has to go into this meeting with VBS and is like kind of dreading it. But she feels good about what she's doing, but she's also like, this is very scary. So I think that, do we have coffee in our suite? Is there like a coffee machine? Yeah. I think that Miriam walks out and is
and pees on the floor
to assert her dominance.
In my mind, it wouldn't make noise. I thought I would be really quiet. I don't know why.
Roll your nerve dice for me.
Jesus Christ.
Tell me what you get.
That's only a D8. No.
Oh, damn, the dice tell a story. Okay.
I hate this. Okay. It's a 6. It's not bad.
Okay. You walk out. Would you say that, like, you just woke up?
Yeah.
Right?
Or, I mean, it was a fitful night of sleep.
Yeah.
So, like, she might have been up for a little bit, kind of like a little bit dozing. But she woke up and she's like, F this, I'm not going back to sleep. Like,
but you're just, like, in your PJs, you've got your glasses on, like, you're just kind of like your normal self?
Yes.
Okay. Alden says good morning to you, and you can tell that he's a little bit... He's, like, looking at you a little bit longer than he usually does. The vibe that you get from him, because I rolled a natural 1. The vibe that you get from him is that this is his favorite version of you. This is the one that makes him feel like he is comfortable and that there's like a lot less to be worried about whenever you just look like home.
I can't. I think that she can tell and is sort of like something's happening and she's like, you making coffee?
Yeah. Do you want some?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cool. Yeah,
cool.
Do you want like big cup, little cup?
Big cup.
Big cup.
Big cup, yeah.
Same.
Definitely big cup.
Same.
She wants that big cup.
Damn. He pours the coffee to you and he like slides it over to you. Do you get the coffee mug like as you guys touch hands, or you just like take the mug from him like as his hand pulls away?
I definitely think there's a brushing of hands, and
Great.
Miriam full on turns around and like walks away and then like goes and sits on like the arm of the couch like a cool substitute teacher. Like
Cool. Cool.
Just kind of sitting on the arm of the couch, just like.
Yep. And then Alden is like trying to play it cool, and like takes the mug and he's like trying to lean against the counter, but because of his height, it's not working too well.
He's leaving.
He's trying so hard, but he like slips a little bit. He's like, oh.
You
So,
good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Great job last night. You really nailed it.
Thanks.
That answer was, I mean, like, we didn't really get to talk a lot last night. Like, I feel like you went to bed really fast.
Yeah.
You okay?
No, things are weird.
Weird how?
So, okay, we just completely ignore the fact that I didn't plug VBS like they wanted me to. Oh yeah, I know, f them, but I just really don't want to meet with them today, and we have to do the plug at the festival, and I just know it's going to be a show. But I guess coming out of the first part of this competition and just kind of the whole thing up.
But you were trying to be something that they wanted you to be.
I
And the moment that you
know.
got to be yourself, you win. That says a lot.
But I was myself. But what I didn't tell you and why we didn't have our 9 o'clock check-in is because I was so focused on my hair and my makeup and making sure I looked nice that I didn't do anything. Like, I talked to Ken for like a second and I found something out about Janine's mom, and I don't know how that's going to help us, but it was like I didn't even think about investigating or asking questions or anything until it was almost time to go on stage, and I just was like, who am I? Like, I'm not here to win a pageant. I'm here to find out what happened. So why?
But you know that's why I'm here with you, right? You have a lot to do while we're here. You didn't... Sure, you volunteered because, I mean, you were sharp enough to recognize that that's the only way that we could stay. But
Yeah, and you wouldn't look as good in a dress, so.
No, okay, like, Miriam, you don't have to do everything. You know that, right? Like, I'm here with you to, like, help in that, and there's nothing that's going to prevent me from finding your sister. So the fact that you have to worry about competing and investigating and pleasing these f***ing assholes, I don't want you to do that because, well, I'd rather you didn't. I can't stop you from doing whatever you want to do because
Clearly.
that I know.
Yeah.
But you're not alone in this. And if the camaraderie that you have with those girls alone, I don't think you have to put so much pressure on yourself to be everything to everyone.
Yeah, you're right. And I guess I'm not used to us actually being a team.
I know. We should have been doing this a long time ago. I feel like a lot of the that we put each other through growing up made us sharper, which is great, but we could have done it in a way that didn't, end up with you really giving my balls just much
absolutely
damage, just decimating them.
punch in the dick
Like, you
a lot.
You punched me in the dick so much. I was really scared that, like, when I went, like, for study abroad stuff, that I wasn't gonna
be able to.
Actually, you know what?
No, Alden, I would love to hear about your study abroad plans.
No.
Study abroad.
Kind of like flusters for a second. He was like, I'm gonna go take a shower. If you want to check in with the other ladies, feel free. I'm gonna go, and he just like runs to the restaurant.
Alden.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you soon.
I'll see you. Yeah.
You wake up with the start as like you hear knocking on your door.
And I'm like, I'm looking around. Nobody can see this on thing, but like in Desiree's mind, it's just that like I have work. I have to take care of my family.
Damn.
Hi.
Good morning! Yes! I had to chill out in Janine's room. Hello. Do you want some cafe?
Oh, I was gonna make you guys coffee.
No!
And like you can just see that like her hair's still like,
Great. Yeah, no, she just like takes one look at you.
so unkempt. Like, just
Linda is just kind of like, how about you and Venus go like hang out elsewhere? I'll take care of breakfast. So she just like scurries over to the kitchen, little dust trail behind her, and just like messing around, just making breakfast.
she's like,
Do you want eggs, Anna?
good morning. Yes, eggs would be great.
Okay.
So good
Venus,
for
you want
dessert.
eggs?
Yes, please.
Okay. And she just starts cooking.
Is he scrambled? What do you like?
Sunny side up.
Like you.
Anna,
So
do you
cute.
want garlic?
You know the
Yes.
answer to
Okay, just
My mom doesn't let me eat garlic because of the breath thing. So yes.
that. Your mom sucks.
She sucks
I'm
so much.
Sorry.
I don't like her.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What did you do last night?
You would not believe. I think Regine is Gloria's contact. I think.
So, Regine would be on our side?
Yeah, I hope so. Like, I mean, she's the one who's been supplying Gloria with everything that she needs to. I don't know, like.
Desiree, give me a scholastic check real quick. Give me a scholastic check DC 5 to remember something.
I'm gonna use a different dice because that was hilarious. 4.
Do you have any adversity checks?
Yes. You said 5?
I did. You remember that Regine was talking to Tim, and she was saying to him, like, we know where she is. It's only a matter of time that we find the remaining. So what you glean from that information, right? And like you haven't talked to Janine yet, but like Tim is on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Regine would have been talking about Gloria, and knowing that she's safe is like good, and she feels secure in that.
Yeah. Regine's on our side, and she wants to find the other princess.
Correct.
And Tim?
Princesses.
Pageant queens.
We call
Close.
princesses in a different order.
That's
that I go
fair.
to.
That's
And
fair.
I'm just like, she's the
So
official
then
princess.
That leaves
Yes.
Anita and Mateo who might be suspicious.
I mean, Mateo.
What if Regine? Okay,
Did I tell you he's my cousin? Not that that's. No, he's like distant cousins.
Oh.
He doesn't like me.
I was like biased.
No, yeah, no, it's not a conflict of interest at all. It's, if anything, it's a disadvantage to me.
Oh, that's also complicated interest.
Yeah. You know that thing where one family gets rich and the others doesn't? It's like that. So like a couple generations removed, but he still rubs it in my face.
Well, what I'm a bit worried about is just like if Regine and Tim being on our side, but like also what if they're not on our side? What if they're telling Gloria lies to make her think about them? How do we know that they're actually telling the truth?
Well, Tim wants to find his wife.
It's true. What if Gloria's lying to her? I mean,
It's good to keep suspicious, but I mean,
I'm
yeah,
suspicious
Tim
of
seems.
everyone. My mother
Yeah.
taught me that.
You're not. I mean, I feel like. Again,
You know how something happens at the table and you're just like,
That was
I didn't want that to apply to my life. And yet.
Yeah. You have trust in some people. I don't know what your life's been like before this, but I mean, having a support system's nice.
okay.
We're going to do a fun little PvP that I'm going to institute. I want you.
Player versus
Player.
player.
So let me ask you this for this interaction with Venus and Desiree. Are you wanting to guard your feelings with Desiree, or are you open to sharing with her at this moment?
All right, all in vulnerability it is.
You're good for vulnerability.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll a nerve check. I want you to roll in congeniality with advantage.
This isn't right. This is right. again?
Yes.
With advantage. Ooh.
5, 6, 7.
It's a 9.
Oh, it's a 9.
With my +4.
Great. The thing that Venus is feeling right now is this initial reluctance to trust and to actually like be in community with these people in this world that she has like grown up in, and like really let her youth be taken away from her in order to serve like this greater thing that she's been a part of, right? So, but in this moment you see that Venus is quite vulnerable, and in this moment you realize Venus is quite young.
Hey, when was the last time you played a game with someone? Do you have like
little?
when you were little?
I don't remember really.
So amongst the stuff that I always pack, I always have these cards in my backpack. You wanna play? You want me to teach you how to play Bituin?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you just play Poseidon?
We play Bituin while we're waiting for breakfast.
That's really nice, actually. That's super sweet and cute. Not what I thought you were gonna do.
I don't know.
I love it.
I need to play like have a childish moment. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
But also like I can't be like, you want to have a tea party? It's like this is the closest thing that I can get to like a childhood moment.
Yeah.
And also I try to let her win.
Okay, that's great. All right.
I'm like, this is my worst hand ever.
You move up your intuition die a whole die up. You move your congeniality die a whole die up.
What does that mean?
What's your intuition currently at?
D8.
You move it to a D10. Because you're bonding. And it's so nice and so sweet. All right.
You know,
yeah.
the significance of this bonding moment is that she's the oldest and I'm the youngest.
I know.
You know?
It's really cute and lovely. I love
Big
it so
Ate
much.
energy.
So do you guys like make your way, like what would you like to do now that you're like kind of free to roam about the floor? You've made it back up to the penthouse floor.
I want to go follow
To
was it
Gani?
Gani, yeah.
So you're gonna go back down to the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll cut to you in a second.
Yeah.
So then Miriam, what do you do?
I think I leave a note for Alden,
Great.
and I say like, looking for the girls.
Cool.
Yeah.
Looking for the girl.
Looking for the girls. That's
Alright.
pretty much it. And then
Nice.
I go look for the girls. I think I probably would have stopped by Venus, or it depends. How loud are y'all being in the room?
You just cut to that card.
They're playing a card game and they're loud as f***. You can hear them in the hall.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's I'm an investigator.
Linda opens the door and she's just kind of like, you came at a really good time. They're really getting into it.
Awesome. Wait. Oh my God. What smells so good? Did you make breakfast?
Would you like a
Can I
breakfast
have some
sandwich?
breakfast? Yes, please.
She takes pan de sal, gets the butter,
Delicious.
gets like a little runny egg that's got garlic already built into it,
Shut up.
puts it with some chicken tocino,
Oh, yum.
and then just smashes it down a little bit.
Oh, yum.
And she just goes like, what are you, Anna? You love big sandwiches.
Big sandwich.
You guys are just kind of like having a cute little breakfast. So what happens? You guys are in the room.
Yeah, I go over and I kind of like, I
Want me
feel
to
like
do
I.
a win?
Yeah, oh yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Mary,
Do you?
Shut up. He's fine.
What is this?
He's
What?
fine.
Oh, I know he's fine.
It's
He's a little too young for me, but
Interesting.
He did it.
Crime?
he did a really weird thing this morning.
What?
He brought up, like, we were talking and it was going really well, and then he brought up like okay, so we grew up together and we kind of used to hate each other, and I used to punch him in the dick a lot, and
I'm fanning myself.
so
in my
that's
cards.
why are you, this is not hot.
I think she actually meant hitting his.
No, I mean like actually like closed fist would punch him in the dick.
Like a sexual thing.
Yeah, and so then so we kind of made a joke about it, and then he was like, oh yeah, when I went to study abroad I was so nervous, blah, blah, like implying that, I don't know, he was trying to like I just feel like it was weird to bring up. I think he thought it was weird too because he went to take a shower. Anyway, let's play.
Do you guys, as you're playing, do you guys fill Miriam in on what you guys discussed about Regine? My question to you, did you want to talk to them about Anagolai?
I'm gonna go for Jane.
You, Venus, don't share with them the whole thing about Anagolai.
Until Janine comes into the room.
Got it. Okay, so
I
you're
wanna
only
tell
talking about,
everybody.
you want to tell everybody.
I'm
Okay.
not one to want to keep repeating things.
You got it. You got it.
So, do we know anyone with that type of accent?
I mean, I don't know. Can I do it? Memory? What is that?
Sure. If you want to do a scholastic check,
Scholastic check.
let's let the dice tell the story. DC 10.
Okay. DC 10.
Well,
Yeah.
here's what
I
I will.
I have a +1.
But you guys also have been bonding a lot, and you have Miriam here.
Oh, yeah.
So Miriam, if you want to also roll
Yes.
DC 10, I mean, but also depending on what your die is, you could have it.
Oh, wait. Scholastic?
Scholastic.
Yeah, that's a D20 for me. So
Yeah,
let's
you can have it.
have that beach.
You two were there whenever Mateo and Armida were talking about it, and they found 4 of the 5. They haven't found the 5th one.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Where are all my notes? Okay. So
Miriam
Armida.
fully breakfast sandwich in hand
Fully-
runs back to the room. Do you run back to the room? Get
Yes,
your-
I run back to the room.
Alden sees you rushing. He's like, "Is everything okay?"
Come on!
Oh, jeez. Okay. Alden comes back in the room with you guys.
She fully pulls a board out of nowhere. I see Linda just handing her string. And
Yes,
I'm just
100%. No, Linda is enchanting little bits of leaves and then
Okay.
pushing it through her fingers to become thread.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. We cut to Miriam looks like she's on her 3rd cup of coffee. And you
I
guys
got
are just,
yolk on my face.
100%. You guys are holding your cards in your hand as you're staring up at the board.
I'm staring at you guys
You're still downstairs. You sure you want to be downstairs or do you want to come back up?
I'm downstairs, but will come back up.
Okay, you will come back up.
She gets on a shelf.
I fully scramble up like a toddler. I'm like, okay, Tim, married to Catriona. He was talking to Regine. Regine said, "We will find her," implying that Regine and Tim don't know where Catriona is. And they don't know where the other queens are. We only have Gloria.
Yeah.
So then later, we heard Armida and Mateo talking about how they found 4 out of the 5. So Tim and Regine have 1 out of 5. And Armida and Mateo have 4 out of the 5. And that means that they are on opposite sides of this. And so, if Regine is Gloria's contact, Tim and Regine are on the same side because he's also on Catrion's side. Who is the one person we know that has that strange accent?
Franco.
She flips the board, it just says Franco.
But what about this Franco guy? What's going on?
So he runs the whole pageant. And don't we think it's suspicious that this is also the first time that he's going to take all of the pageant queens up to the competitors up to a tall place that's scary, right?
No, I'm happy scared.
It's a cliff.
And then wait, hold up. I know that
see
there's
how these are
people,
connected.
our sponsors are involved with this whole setup.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Let me think about this. Okay.
My sponsors are poor, and they're building everything. I don't know where they're getting their money. So yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry.
Coco got the money for all of it.
Yeah.
Yes, they funded it, and
And Birdie's doing the lighting. We also didn't Gloria say something about barrels and
barrels. The flammable barrels.
And then-
flammable
And
barrels.
then we also heard. Oh my gosh, who told us? Liza told me that there were weird shipments.
I think that this is all a cover-up for something. And I don't know what it is yet, but Franco is at the top, and also a very few amount of people even know where the queens are. You can't contact them. And we found out that the letters that we were getting out, or that we were receiving, were being snuck out.
The thing that you would remember is that Linda told you that there's only one temple where Anagolai you could
That's
pray
that
to
room.
who could
And
find
that's
people.
the place.
You want to go there?
So,
Would you like to tell the group about Anagolai now?
is there anything you'd like to share, Venus?
I'll be quiet.
So this morning I talked to Linda in your room, and she's telling me about the spirit called the Anagolai. She is the spirit of the island, and her son is the sun god, which is really cool.
That's cool.
But anyway, people pray to her because she helps direct them to the things that they lost or the people that they lost. And if we pray to her, she could help us, give us direction to finding these.
That's actually perfect because we had already talked to Gloria about we want to go to Bad Baran to investigate to see if we can find any clues as to like where could they have gone because the last place she saw them
And we were
was
gonna
the village.
and we were going to bring Gloria with us,
We were
and she
going to
can
bring-
also wear a
Don't
mask.
you guys think that the beard...
Wait!
Oh.
Gloria has the cloak. She's got the cloak that the monks wear.
Oh yeah.
We wouldn't even have to get new clothes. We could just wear the monastery like cloaks
Yeah.
and
Wow.
go, and no one would know.
Cloaks
And we
and
have masks
masks.
on.
Wait, hold on, but like, don't you think it's weird that you said that's the only temple?
I mean, all of the other ones were destroyed by capitalism.
Don't you think that it's weird that it's in a place where no one can be found? No one's there anymore.
I think maybe that could have been the point. From
Yeah.
from what Venus is talking about, I think whoever
Was that person trying to send a...
I don't know if like Franco is at all connected to like the rest of like what's happened to the island and why the island feels so disjointed from what Linda was talking about. But like it wouldn't surprise me that if somebody was trying to corrupt whatever was going on here, the fastest way that you would be able to make sure that your own plan wouldn't be interfered by the spirits is by removing the spirits and like how they can come here.
And it doesn't matter if the way to find lost people is where all of the lost people are. And no one knows where this place is.
It's a good
Except for
question.
us now.
I think the only way that we'd be able to know that is if we went to go see the temple
Yeah.
itself and like
It's
maybe
not-
there's something they're hiding
I
there.
think it's a trap.
I don't think it's a trap. I think it's just like, she's protecting...
Who's she?
Anagolai is protecting that temple for a reason.
Well, capitalism runs on scarcity. So if you can just find everything that you've lost, you will never have to buy anything again.
That's
Miriam
part
is
of the reason.
slowly putting a picture of Desiree on the board.
What?
No, I'm attaching it to the temple capitalism. You're our expert, so I'm just
I'm not an expert on capitalism. I've just been
writing.
here a long
I'm just writing.
But that's a
writing
really
expert.
good point because the only way that they would be able to prevent anyone from finding them is if they were able to monopolize the temple. If they made it that no one else would know that the temple is there. But as it turns out, right, like it sounds like Linda might be one of the only people that knows about it, and Linda's almost 100. There's almost nobody else that knows about it other than her.
If it is hidden though, because they want to hide it, then we have to figure out what it looks like or where it could be.
Hey, Linda, do you know what the temple looks like?
Like Linda just kind of like looks over. She was like, "Again, I haven't been, but the person who would know would probably be Gloria, because she lived there. She was there."
We got to take Gloria with us.
I think we do have to take Gloria with us. Hopefully, she's still okay with the idea. But she hasn't. Has anybody received a message from Gloria today?
This morning?
No.
You guys would know that there's been no call to you guys yet.
Yeah, we usually get
Isn't
a
that
call.
suspicious?
Well, it's the morning still.
And maybe they're a little bit more cautious because of what Regine was confronted about by Franco.
That's true.
If he is looking for Gloria, she might be trying to limit when she talks to us because she doesn't want to put us in danger either.
Wait, do you guys remember that there were 4 topics that, like...
4 tenets.
4
yeah.
tenets.
And then Linda like perks up at this. She's like, "The 4 tenets of Adlawato, yes.
You're one of them. Beauty.
You're so nice.
Well, I didn't your name, but yes.
It's technically love, but I'll take the beauty one as well.
Wait, your name is Linda.
Linda Amoral.
So beauty and
Beauty and
love.
love.
Oh my god! She just like realizes, she has this look on her face like, I'm the queen of the And you see that there's this look on Linda's face that she's looking for a memory.
Freedom? Question mark.
Everyone give me an intuition check. DC 10.
Oh, I have it.
Great. You see that Linda is trying to reach for an answer, but she can't seem to grasp it, and she sits there and she just like opens her eyes and goes, she won't tell me. Anagolay won't tell me why freedom is missing. She sounds far away when I try to ask her that question.
Linda said that she started feeling also a strain from Anagolay about 36 years ago, right?
36? How long ago was the pageant?
It's a very strange question because we've been able to fulfill the 3 of the 4 tenets, and the pageant is based on a ceremony that we would do to appease the gods, that the spirits around the island, so that we would be protected from storms, from earthquakes, from typhoons.
This pageant happens every 6 years.
Yes.
And there's been 36 iterations of this pageant?
No,
Yes.
it's 6.
Yeah. This is the 36th time it's happened, so 36 times 6.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand now.
Yeah.
So you
You
see
could
that
possibly do
Linda
that
like
I'm not
sits.
doing this math.
Linda sits here and it's
I
just
got
kind
the
of like,
calculator.
if we didn't
260.
appease the gods with the ceremony with all 4 tenets, there would be more chaos on this island. But there's not been chaos. Everybody give me a scholastic roll, DC10.
I'm gonna have it.
Okay. You would know that the worst events that have happened in history for the past 200 years, Miriam, the worst of it usually happens every 6 years.
I relay that to them.
Put
This
that on
is
the board.
crazy.
Put it on the board.
There's a picture of Linda too, with like kind of like a thought bubble coming out of her head that says freedom ?
So Linda says that how could we appease the gods if only 3 out of the 4 pillars are actually being addressed? So what if like the islands that are getting harmed is a way that the gods can channel their not happy feelings?
Or anger. You can say anger. It's okay.
Destruction.
What if she's, I don't want to word this, but I know everything terrible has happened because of the war on everyone's island, but what if what if Anagolay feels lost? What if she's trying to,
Everyone, Linda drops a cup she's holding.
like, what if she feels lost and she's trying to call us to her?
You say that, there's a phone that rings in the room.
Stop. So scary.
Yeah, pause.
This is some Moana shit. This is some Moana
Anyway, continue.
Hey, I do a lot of looking at stories. Phone rings in the room. It is your room. You want to answer it?
Okay, I gotta calm down.
Everyone, shut up!
Okay. Desiree Dasso's room.
Hi, Desiree. This is Junie back at Concierge. We're
Junie.
kind of approaching the time that you guys will be meeting with your sponsors before you get like a little prep for the festival today. We were just wondering if you guys are, or if you know if you yourself and the other queens are gonna come down here. We got Rita and Candy in the press conference room, but we're just kind of looking for
I
you
look at
guys.
the time. I was like, oh, we'll be right down.
Click.
Did you tell them
We're
to
late.
leave?
We're late. We gotta go.
Yeah. So, you guys rush to get ready. Make a congeniality roll. Tell me what you hit, and I will tell you what happens with your sponsor as you come downstairs.
Do we get +6 or is that just?
I would say you get +6 because of like
She loves drama.
she loves the
Why are we
drama.
at +6?
I didn't get
Stop.
No way! What happened?
Stop. Double blow up.
Woo!
Come on. Okay.
Oh, I got a 1.
4, 5, 6. I got 12.
I always have questions.
Great.
I have a
That's what I meant.
13 with the +1. How much do I need? 20?
No. I was just saying like just roll roll whatever your congeniality is, and I will tell you what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna give
But wait, no. Would you? Did you clear 10?
Yeah.
You're fine.
22 plus 4.
Janine, take 2 adversity checks. It's okay.
I got 26.
God damn!
Can you share?
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, Sandra.
We will hit you at the end of like whenever everyone talks to their sponsor. VBS, though they were not happy about like your performance the other night, they are still looking. They actually still feel chill with you because you won still. So you will still keep all your bonuses to all the rolls that they give you or like all the bonuses that they give you whenever you're doing your pageant roll.
Miriam has to try very hard to keep her mouth shut.
So, what will you be doing for the talent portion for the final round of the competition?
You know, I was thinking about doing some sharpshooting.
Really? Sharpshooting.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. We can make that work. They're very about guns.
And how did I know that?
Interesting. Venus, you're they're drilling.
Flash soda.
Yes, despite them like not being too thrilled about your performance, you still are able to charm them because in the middle of them like kind of like meeting with you, they are like taking like behind the scenes photos of you for their ads to market a spray. Oh, Venus, will you be singing for your final talent portion?
Yes.
Incredible. We have to get those vinyls ready and pressed whenever she's singing on stage, so we have the recording of it ready. Like, yeah, no, I got it. So you're good to go. No worries. Perfect. And then you, Janine. Luckily, your sponsors, like it's just kind of united. So they're just kind of like, hey, next time, would you mind just coming down a little bit earlier so we could brief you? It's fine, but like it'd be nice to like kind of like get a little plug at the festival today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We don't have the time to go over all the talking points, but like you get the gist, right? Of like who we are, kind of.
Yeah, like sorry about that. You know, working and pageant.
It's fine. It's cool. No worries. Yeah, we'll leave these talking points with you. It's a big stack. And then they kind of just go, and they are bouncing to like go network with other unions that are at the festival. And they're just kind of like, we'll see you later for whenever you plug us and the pageant later.
Like trying to balance a thing.
Yeah.
Really quick. Can I say that one of the things I did before running to my room to get ready was completely like throw the board down and hide it.
Smart.
It's a good idea.
Good job. Take 2 adversity gems for being on the ball.
Hell yeah.
I was about to punish you for it, and you.
And I knew it. I was like, Lada.
In which case, that like Linda probably would have like enchanted a little bit where it like fades into the wall.
Oh,
so
cool.
now it's like a part of the wall, but like it has an enchantment over it. What was the roll that you had?
6.
Jesus. Okay.
Double.
They bow down to you.
8 plus 8.
What would Desiree want to know about these people from her hometown and what they're doing, given all the information she knows? This is not going to be something that your character says out loud, but it's going to be something that your character intuits.
Okay. Like as I'm navigating the conversation, I'm just kind of like, I'm like slightly mentioning who they might be like working with, and I'm kind of mentioning like the gangs that I know back home, like the people's hair that I've cut, and like I serve the whole community, so yeah, some of it's savory, some of it's unsavory. And so I'm just kind of seeing like how deep does the rabbit hole go that they have the money to even do this, because I know I'm very poor.
You see that all of the lasting foundry that are gathered here look exhausted.
Oh.
And when you mention, like, in passing, like, Loco Coco or Birthday Drilling or any of the other sponsors, particularly Loco Coco and Birthday Drilling, they look livid when you mention them. Not at you. It's very clear that they are pissed at these companies.
Because they're...
The vibe that you're getting from it is like, oh, that's the foreman on the work floor, and they have been whipping us work to the bone because of what they want from us and what they need from us, and they're f***ing tired of it. They're over it. But like the vibe that you're getting from them is that they are not the ones that are wanting to do any of this. They are forced to do this. When you think about whenever Linda said freedom and how freedom was restricted, you then look at the people that are from your island, that are from your part of town, and the fact that they are beholden to somebody else and not in control of their own destiny and their own agency. How does that make Desiree feel?
Pissed. Like, I'm just like, I know what it is to work. Desiree like looks at her hands that she does handstands on, and like it's just like she cuts hair, she has a job, she has this thing, and like she has to look beautiful. No one ever should see her hands. They look like man's hands. Like
They put in a lot of work.
They put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
They look rough.
Yeah.
Like all of her
These hands
all of
know
her hand
labor.
shots. These are moisturized. These aren't. She's just like. And then like she remembers what she told Venus earlier. Anger is a good thing. Anger is fine.
And I think that like the thing that your character is kind of like feeding itself into is that rage and anger is valid whenever you need something to change. And when you look at your other fellow islanders and the ways in which that they have been put to work mercilessly, you know that something has to happen. You go ahead and bump up a die in your nerve.
Whoa. That's what I feel on the inside.
Yeah.
On the outside, I'm like
The most perfect pageant queen. Honestly, everybody at the Last of Foundry is looking at you and just like, oh my god, where does she get the energy?
It's like moisturize outside.
Yes. Inside dry. You guys are wrapping up. Franco walks into the room and he just goes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all once again. He looks incredible. And it's very in direct contrast to what you overheard last night of how menacing he was.
Yeah.
He's almost so welcoming today. It feels really friendly.
I'm trying to smile, but I really can't because I'm like, this guy's disgusting. I'm like,
Trembling. Oh, Miss Louboutin, was your breakfast fine this morning? You seem a bit uncomfortable.
yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Thank you so much for asking.
You excited for the festival?
I mean, I'm always excited for the Palioque Festival, as I'm sure you all will be. Just as a reminder, ladies and your chaperones, you will be asked to come to the main stage that's in front of the hotel at 5 p.m. to go ahead and just plug the pageant one more time, but you are more than welcome to enjoy the festival. Walk around if you must. Just do whatever you need to do. And me and the judges, we'll see you throughout the day, but we will see you on the stage at 5 p.m.
What time does the festival start, Tim?
Oh, it's starting right now.
Right now?
It's starting right now, my love.
It's like
You can
8
go
a.m.
ahead.
right now?
It's
What
like
time is it?
it's like 8:39.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's
8:30, 9 a.m.
We woke up so early.
yeah. Everyone, feel free to enjoy the festival. We will see you at 5 p.m. sharp. And he walks
Can
he
I
walks
check
out.
if that
Oh.
does he seem happy? Like genuinely happy, or is he hiding?
Ooh.
Is he just trying to keep it cool for the cameras, or is he actually happy that he found somebody?
Mhm. Great question. Make an intuition roll for me, DC 12. I'm not gonna let you have this one.
No, I can't. No. Spending.
Put
I
money
make
in the
it. I
bank.
make
You
it.
make it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's not a look of triumph. It's like he's trying to get on the offensive, where he wants to present a very good face. Basically, he doesn't want anyone to know what he's really trying to think about underneath all the smiles.
Got it. Okay.
He's hiding something, but he's not gloating.
Ooh, can I ask him a question?
If you want.
Sure.
So one thing I will let you guys know beforehand. Franco will also check you if you get close enough, where he will try to intuit things from you.
Never mind.
Just as a heads up, you guys go to the festival. You're entering on the streets, you're in the Bagasan of Linawan, it's this downtown area, and there's a bunch of different stalls, but they're not just like festival stalls. There's some storefronts that have been converted for the actual festival that are selling like festival specific apparel, other goods and things.
Okay.
So I will let you guys know now you have an option for your investigations that are happening here. You can talk with pageant organizers, try to snoop on pageant organizers like Armida, Mateo, Franco. You can covertly try to talk with Regine if you can find her. Or you can explore the festival with your chaperones, with your allies, and just kind of get a feel for what's going on. And just kind of investigate that way.
Is Liza back on the island?
Liza is now like fully like back in. She has been tasked with as kind of like roaming security for all the pageant competitors. So she's kind of like floating around. And again, remember, you have your allies here as well. So if you want to split up into teams, you can do that for like different purposes. But what does everybody want to do?
I have Liza buy our masks because she seems the least. I mean, not the least.
It does seem like something she'd do.
She'd do,
you know,
right?
she'd get hyped about the festival.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll ask Liza to get her masks. I'm gonna talk to.
Wait, tell her to go to this store and not to this store. Because this store's kind of here. And I give you money out of like my own pocket. Because like, I've been shopping.
Oh yeah, because you guys went shopping,
We
so
went
you know
shopping.
which
There's
stores
some
to go
really
to.
nice stores out there.
Yeah.
Like, I give you money to give to
I
Liza.
trust you. I trust you. You got good
Perfect.
taste.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go.
Go to Miss Tiziana. They've got the good shit.
Oh yeah. Go to Lola Paz.
Lola Paz.
A real world place that you can go to if you want earrings like this. I did give a free plug. She's a nice lady.
Fan yourself.
Fan yourself.
Back to my point though about Gloria, should we go look for her? Or?
I think that, I would like to see if I can find Regine and see if I can low-key talk to her and kind of see what's what about Gloria, because she didn't call for us this morning. And so now it's kind of like, is she okay? Is she still there? And if so, like, how do we get in contact with her?
Ask her if she knows a mask with red feathers.
That's what I was literally going to like pluck a red feather off of a mask and be like, so. But you know, cooler than that, better than that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea to blow our cover though with Regine?
I think that I'm going to see how she reacts.
Unless she already knows that we.
Alden is with you, and he goes like, "I'll
Oh,
go
no,
with you to try to like see if we can find her."
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm thinking we could put. There's a kite festival, right?
There will be a kite festival portion of the festival. Yes, like a kite competition portion of the
Time.
festival.
What time is that?
That will happen kind of like around like 2 p.m.
Okay. I'm thinking if
too late
I
for
put a kite in the sky to let us know it's time to gather, we can meet back up where I am with the kite. I'll do like a red feather kite so that way we know it's my kite and that you can let us know if you found Gloria or talk to Regine.
The people will be practicing with kites all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, so but if the kite festival is at 2 p.m. and we have to be at the stage by
No, she
5,
doesn't have to be at the kite festival. People practicing their kites all the time before the thing.
Yeah, but then what time is that going to be? Because we have to be back by 5. Is there going to be enough time to do everything we have to do from now to 5?
Alden kind of like thinks about it for a second, and he was just like, if we want to try to investigate as much as we can, I think that the best way to be able to like congregate, we won't obviously be able to say everything that we found out in public, but we can gather together so that we are all in the same place, so we can all make our way to the actual like stage.
Also, we have to be ready, hair and makeup, wardrobe by
Yeah.
5.
So I would say if we want to try to like meet here at the hotel at 4.
Okay.
Are we still not going to go to the island to look for the
No,
Well,
we're
that's not
going
gonna happen
to
till
tonight.
after the evening.
for the evening?
Because we
Yeah.
have to make our appearance for the plug,
over
and then
masks.
under the cover of
Yeah.
darkness and our masks, we're gonna
Yeah.
scoot our boots.
So wait,
The
can you
fireworks.
come to me and let me know if you talk to Regine?
Yes,
Yes
I
or no on Gloria, I'll raise a red kite. If no on Gloria, I'll raise a blue kite.
No on Gloria.
Blue feathers.
Blue feathers.
Are we gonna be able to find blue feathers? It's a red feather
Honey,
festival.
Yeah, that's true.
yes.
Okay.
Or no feather.
I didn't go shopping. I don't know.
Well,
Some of the people.
I was
share-
sharpshooting very professionally
No,
with my
you've
with
never
my-
seen a blue Aarakocra?
Sorry, what were you saying?
with my
Why,
with
you're what?
my
You're
What were you
what?
saying?
investigative partner.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yep.
partner.
That's
Yeah.
what I did.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Partner.
Oh,
Such good
actually,
partners.
Investigate. You're forgetting I said investigative
Right.
partner because we're
I'm
in
rooting
this
for you.
together.
Alden
Alden
was like just like walking with you, like just like eating a snack, but like smirking to himself. He's like,
I want to find a car. You have cars, right?
there's jeepneys, but
I
you
have
would
my license, right?
you have a license.
Okay.
I'll also
I'm not ready
remind
to
you-
You have
car.
a license.
I'll also remind you a piece of information Venus had told the group.
Mhm.
She knows that there is a set of jeepneys that go from the hotel to the laborers' village.
I knew that.
And you would know from being on this island a bunch, I'll give this to you for free because you've been here for 18 years in a row. There are routes, and as jeepneys are in the Philippines, you can stay on a jeepney as long as you need till you get to your stop.
Would it stop at that? No.
It could get pretty close. And if you're able to get Gloria to come with you, she would know where the stop would be.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we can get there fast enough.
But what you're looking for basically is like, how do we get a speedy getaway to where we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Because like, it's as much as, yeah, it would be good to take public transport. That also means there's public people.
Got it.
So
here's one thing that I'll help you out with on that. You know that everybody's gonna want to stay in the Bagkasan when the fireworks are happening, which means that most of the jeepneys are gonna be empty.
Oh,
But someone's driving the jeep.
People can't.
Someone named Desiree.
someone named me.
Someone named Desiree. Someone named Alden. You have a lot of allies. Maybe even Liza.
I can't drive stick, but my character can.
And serious question, and I'm not trying to make a joke at his expense. Can Alden reach the pedals?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to teamwork it.
He would probably like. Oh.
Oh.
You might need to sit on his lap.
Oh.
You kind of have a game plan of like what you want to do after. Cool. So, but you're gonna kind of check. I'm guessing what you would want to make a check for is like who's the fastest jeepney driver, or like what's the fastest jeepney.
Which jeepney is the fastest?
There you go. So you'll go on that scout.
Yeah.
Venus, what would you like to do during the festival? At this point as well, you would know your mom has been up and about. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about what you want to do. If you don't hang around your mom, she's going to start asking questions and asking around where you are. If you do hang around your mom, at the very least, you can get a gauge on like how to convince her to let you be alone.
Oh, especially for tonight.
Correct.
Alright, well, I guess I see Donita walking by.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Looking
first
at
name
me.
basis. She doesn't even call her mom.
Donita. Wow.
She's walking by, she's looking for me. And I'm like, I see her and I'm like, I'll go over to her. Hey, Mom.
Darling, how are you this morning?
Oh, you know, I'm good. I had an almond for breakfast.
I mean, so good. You're going to be in perfect shape for tomorrow. Thank you for being so proactive, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Would you like to check out the festival with me? I don't think we've had any shopping time together.
Add her to my list of bad guys.
Let's go, Mom.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We'll get to. Actually, yeah. Let's do your scene first with your mom.
Okay.
You guys are like walking down the Bagkasan, and she's just kind of like wandering with you, and she said, "Oh, I heard that you went shopping with Desiree the other day.
I did.
Was there any shops that you guys really liked? Was there anything that maybe like we can check out together?"
I mean, yeah, after the festival.
Oh,
right?
I mean, we can do that now. Make an intuition check for me, DC 5.
We
You're
had
busy
sponsors.
after the
This would be
festival.
the best
After the
place.
festival.
After the festival?
Yeah, because we're
Oh
going.
yeah. No, you said something. I just missed.
Girly, we're busy.
I was thinking about sponsors.
No, it's
This
okay.
would be a
Should I
great
DC
plug.
five?
DC 5.
Is that a 10?
Yes.
That's a 10, yeah.
That is a
Did you
10.
roll a 10 on the die?
She rolled a 10 on the die.
Is that like what you're rolling? Is it a D10 or is it a D12?
It's a D10.
It's intuition, right?
Yeah.
It's a D10.
Roll it again. You just exploded, but then you can probably succeed even more.
I always forget about that
Again.
roll.
That is a 9.
19. That's really good, dude.
Yay.
All right. You would think that your mom would be upset because you didn't win yesterday.
Right.
But the whole vibe that she has right now, she kind of just seems like really, really relaxed. And it's not that she's like really concerned about the pageant right now. What she's kind of doing, from what you can tell, is that she wants to just be with you. Because in her mind, she's thinking that like you spent, again, Miriam is her enemy number one. You spent a lot of time like around Miriam and maybe that affected your performance, and she's feeling that she hasn't been like spending time with you
Yeah.
to just kind of like check in with you.
Yeah.
You're actually realizing that your mom for the first time in a long time, just wants to be around you, not for an agenda.
That is an agenda though, because
She would, like, obviously, like, that's the larger thing, but the whole vibe that she's giving off that you're able to read, this is what your mom would usually be like if there was nothing to worry about.
Interesting.
She just wants to spend time with you.
Strange.
Very, as somebody,
Ouch.
that's something for another day. But,
That's next campaign.
So she wants to go to these shops.
yeah, she's like, well, was there anything that you weren't able to get whenever you were visiting? Maybe I can go ahead and just, or if you don't need it, there's a lot of other vendors here for books if you wanted to check out any of those stalls and get any new book. I know that, I'm sorry that I didn't pack your books and that was awful of me and you weren't able to have anything recreationally outside the pageant. We can go check out a couple of the other booksellers. There's many different people from many different lands. I've heard that there's different things in.
Mom, it's okay. You could just do whatever you want to do.
What would you like to do? I know that I've been really hard on pushing you to do all the things, and you heard it from Franco himself. This is a day to enjoy, and I just want to make sure that you enjoy it.
You can go check out the book.
Okay, lovely. Let's go. You're walking. I want to ask Ashley a question as you're bonding with your mom, as your player character is bonding with your mom. Something I'll remind you is that you know that there's a certain person who had a jade lapel
Yes.
that was around all the other pageant contestants.
Yeah.
You are alone with your mom.
Yeah.
Is there anything Venus wants to ask her mother about who her father is?
So, Mom,
Yes, darling.
with all this competition stuff and all these sponsors, I've kind of been thinking about my dad.
Oh, how so, darling?
Well, I've just been seeing this kind of accessory around, and I don't know. For some reason, it reminds me of my dad. I don't know.
What kind of
remember.
accessory, darling?
It's like a jade lapel.
Intuition roll. DC 5.
Who?
But if your dice is high enough, you can have it and succeed immediately.
Yeah, it has to be double.
Has to be double?
It has to be at least double.
It has to be at
like
least
a
10.
like a D10.
Oh, I have a that's my max.
Yeah, then you can have it and just succeed automatically.
Oh, okay. I guess it's automatic.
Beautiful. You mentioned Jade Lapel, and her face like falls a little bit, and she goes like, how could you possibly remember that?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen it in a dream or something.
But he hasn't seen you since you were a baby, but he,
You okay?
your father is a good man. He is a good man. And you are old enough to know things. But is this something that you really wish to know this, darling? Do you know the man that is usually around Janine?
Yeah.
Ken Goodtown.
Mm-hmm.
That man is your father.
She just told her.
I cannot believe she did that.
Told her.
Y'all are
Now,
related.
darling,
You're
darling,
cousins.
darling. I just need you to keep this in
Sisters?
mind. I only tell you this so that you're not left in the competition wondering and asking questions. You deserve to
Have
know
you
this
spoken
truth.
to him?
He and I have not spoken. We agreed that we
Why did
wouldn't
he leave?
do another. This time, do a congeniality roll. DC 15.
Wow.
Just picturing her being like, why did he leave? Just tell me.
That's your max, but
Pain.
it's
so much
your
pain.
max is a 20, but I said 15, so you have to roll.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Don't mind.
Take an adversity jump. Take an adversity jump. So she kind of closes her eyes and she was like, darling, I only tell you who he is so that you're not left wondering, because I know that you've been wondering for years. I don't mean to hurt you. This is just the reasons for him not being around are his business. And I'm just glad that I had you. You see, I don't need to know his reasons because I got you. And you're all I really wanted. So, you are never, and I don't like to say this, you are never to ask him directly. He knows. He knows. He has often been anxious around you in the competition, but I don't want you to ask him why, because he will crumble. He will break. If you ask him, he will not be able to. I don't know if he would be able to look you in the face and tell you why. Can you understand that, darling?
She's like angry.
Venus, I'm so sorry. I can't. Vicky, I need you to understand.
Oh, Vicky.
I need you to understand.
Vicky?
Her real name's Vicolin.
Vicky!
Vicky, please.
Wait, did we know her real name?
No!
Nicolette?
No, Vicky. Nicolette. So many
I'm a
concepts.
curated girl. Okay.
If you really want to know more about him, will you let me talk to him first? Please. He doesn't do it to hurt you, darling.
But he's already around. Like, I'm right here.
The thing to know about your father is that he is very cautious about acting on things that he wants.
Why
And
does
I-
he do what he wants?
I don't know why he is the way he is. Ken and I were just friends when we had first known each other. He'd always worked in the hotel industry. I created and built my business in the hotel industry. We've always known of each other. He was more like a confidant for years. But he was a distant confidant. How we ended up together was just through spending time. Why he left, I didn't feel the need to press him upon, because I knew I didn't need him. I just wanted you. But that's not fair to you. I understand that's not fair in having all this now. And I just, if you really want me to, darling, I can talk to him. And I if you would like to meet him, if you would like to speak to him, we can arrange that.
I just want to know why.
How about this? Let's look for these books. Let's have a good day. And we will talk to him. We can talk to him tomorrow when we're all gathered together getting ready for the finale.
Okay.
And we cut away as you and your mom are getting books after a very big reveal.
Sorry, how do you spell Vicolin?
Vickilyn.
Okay, wait.
Vicolin.
Vickilyn. Okay,
Vicolin.
I guess
It looks so
VI.
gross on the page.
Yeah.
No offense, I love your name, but it's just...
That's the whole
I'm
point,
like,
right?
VICK.
Which does beg the question, right? When did Donita start to feel like she
ILYN.
had to start curating her daughter? Because she named her daughter Vicolin.
Yeah.
Maybe Donita was chill before went
I
down.
guess the spelling was VIKALYN.
No. Desiree, go ahead and give me an intuition roll, DC, to find the fastest car.
Find the one that purrs.
Let's do DC 13.
That's a 12.
Yeah.
You got Gem?
Gem.
Jam.
Gem it up, baby.
I'm gonna jam it up. So like you see her strolling through the festival as like calmly and like as can be, she has like 2 shopping bags on her arm for her brothers.
Beautiful.
And then like a kamote cute thing. Like she's like eating and scanning.
Cute.
And scanning. Like,
So nondescript. I'm just at a festival.
I'm just festing it up. And I'm just like, And then I see him.
He is a tiefling like you,
Yeah.
right? Like classic, like of course they're putting that guy to work, of course. And like he's in his like A-frame shirt. You see that he's like kind of like wiping off oil from his hands after just kind of like changing the oil and like checking the engine.
How old is he?
Hey dog. He's like early 30s.
Roll for if he's single or not.
Actually, intuition roll. DC 10. You want to know? Great, perfect. He looks like he works hard like you do, which you know means he rarely has time to date.
Yeah.
It would be so funny if she was
Yeah.
like, he's married.
Sorry.
So you come up and he's just kind of like wiping his hands, just kind of like getting the oil off of him, and he looks up and he's like, "Hey, Desiree, right? You're the one that's in the festival."
Yes. Oh my God.
Sorry, pageant.
Oh my God.
But you've competed. You've competed before, right?
Yeah. I was here like 6 years ago.
Yeah, you look like you've been.
Oh.
You look like you qualify every year.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Hey, my name's Jet. Very
Jet.
nice to meet you.
Oh, fast name for a fast driver?
Look. I wouldn't say that maybe I'm the best. I'd probably say that I'm like not one of the worst, but you know I just gotta keep the ride clean. What do you like? You like going for rides?
I love rides. No, I love fast rides.
Fast rides.
Yeah, you got a really nice Jeepney. Did you pick purple lining on the thing?
An eye for detail. I like that
Yeah.
about you. Yeah, no, I got that purple line.
I mean, you kept it up really nice.
Thank you. Well,
The car.
Miss Dancer, if you don't mind me saying, you kept it up real nice.
Oh. And so like I'm like talking with him. So I'm not doing anything later about. I think we're done with our pageant thing.
I mean, yeah, that's usually whenever they have the the fireworks and stuff, like the kind of like the thing, but that like, you know, where are you saying you'd like to go somewhere quiet?
I mean, I don't sleep until 10. I need to get. Excuse me. That's not a character.
Calm down, everyone.
I'm like,
It's
sorry.
not in character.
I mean, if you want to go somewhere quiet, I can definitely try to set something up.
Really?
If you're into it. I mean, I know that a lot of you pageant queens always hang around the festival itself, and you get your little
fireworks?
ceremonies, and you get it. It's fireworks are so overrated.
They're overrated.
I can take you to a little spot that I know about.
You know, they keep me so locked up in this hotel every
That's
single
such a shame.
year.
You should be able to walk amongst the people.
I don't really know what the nightlife's like.
I'd love to take you around, babe.
Okay.
If you don't mind me calling you babe, is that all right?
I don't know if you know
I just
about
say
me,
I say it
but-
as I see it. Well, you know,
I'll let it slide for now.
I like a lady in charge.
Mhm.
How about this, doll? I'll see.
No, I'll see you at 8.
Oh, period.
Do
Do you walk? Oh!
I'll be back here at 8. And then I leave.
I love a power play. Ooh. Okay, ride secured, locked down.
Her ride and her
Her ride and her ride, dude. We cut to a different,
Oh my god.
a different set, a different couple, if you will, as they're walking
My
the streets.
investigative partner.
You're gonna do an intuition check for me. Finding Regine, right? I'm gonna make this a little bit harder. Let's say I'm gonna say DC 13 with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Alden's with you and he's gonna give you the advantage.
Every time's like the first time, you know?
So what you told Alden?
Okay, I got an 11 with advantage.
Damn!
DC 13, right?
Mhm,
okay.
mhm.
Take my gems.
Beautiful. You and Alden have been walking around the festival and you do this thing that he kind of like had trained you to do where he is like walking ahead and like you're several paces behind, and like you create like an angle like between you two so that you're not right behind him. He notices something and just kind of like cocks his head, and you walk with him a little bit. You walk into the shop where there's like a shopkeeper that's like in the back. There's a couple of different people that are like walking around, and he clocks Regine in like the back corner, and like she has her back to you for now. What do you do?
So as I follow into the store, I do like just walking by very quickly, like wherever there's a red feather. I don't know if there's a boa, a mask, whatever. I just like see the first red feather. Maybe there's one on the ground that someone has dropped. I grab a red feather, whether it's like pluck it out of something, but I do take a red feather with me.
Great.
I walk up to Regine and I say, "Hey, Regine," and I go, no, I don't have, I'm like hiding it at first. And I go, "Regine."
She turns to you. She's wearing gold-tipped red feather earrings.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Those are some amazing earrings.
Thank you, darling. I would think that you would think so.
She knows.
Would you like somewhere to talk a little quieter than me?
Yes. I don't pull out the feather. I'm like, I didn't even get to use it. Okay, that's fine.
She walks by you, and like as she's like walking with you, she says, "By the way, nice feather." And she just kind of like walks by. Alden's kind of like walking behind you, just kind of like, don't. Okay, no, I'll be cool. I'll try to be cool.
I was doing anyway.
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's over. Okay. You guys kind of make your way like between like the stalls where there's like a little bit of a turnoff. Here's one street, there's like a side street, and then here's another street with a bunch of vendors. But she's walking like not super just like covertly. She's doing like a walk and talk thing, but she's just kind of like looking like she's talking to you very casually and like doing the same thing with Alden. Like it's standing in between you two as we are walking along. Well, I would want to let you know that our friend would like us to convene tonight. She has agreed to come with us, or rather come meet us, and she had mentioned that you are returning to Babylon.
Yes, that is the plan. We were not sure if she would want to come along. I understand it might have been traumatic for her, but we really think that that's the only way we're going to find our way.
I understand. So the thing to know, darling, is that we can go ahead and try to arrange a little bit of cover for you, a bit of covertness. The cloak that she has, obviously. If we were to get a couple more of those, how many are we expecting to accompany us?
Okay, so it's the four of us, and then it's Alden, and Linda's not coming, is she?
I would think it not be wise to bring Linda, but I hear that you have our sweet Liza in company with you for some extra muscle. So we are looking at about 6 robes, yes?
Yes, correct.
That should be easy enough to get. And then like she like looks between you and Alden. If there were to be any trouble, will you be prepared to face it?
Yes. Sorry.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do the thing?
Are
you gonna do the thing that I'm kind of hoping that your character's gonna do?
I'm gonna flash the gun.
Yeah! Are you doing like just kind of like lift up the shirt?
Yeah, truly like.
She's so proud. Perfect.
Alden's like, stop putting it in your pants.
Alden's kind of like, safety's off, right?
No, safety's on.
Right, sorry, safety's on.
We're not getting into this.
No,
anyway.
it's fine. No, yes.
Not in front of Regine.
Yeah, no, sorry. Miss Dula. And she's like, we're past that, darling. You can call me Regine. Would you like a cigarette? And he was like, oh God, please. So he just like takes a cigarette off of her.
I want one.
Would you like?
Yes.
They're Pangasi cigarettes.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do it.
Stronger. You did this to yourself. Nerve check. DC 12.
I have a D. It's a D8.
Good. Let's see. This is your first cigarette, dude. You gonna be cool or you gonna be weird?
Oh my god. Probably weird. Okay. Isn't that one?
Oh, immediate
Miriam
cough.
throws up in a trash can. She's like,
They taste bad.
Regine is just kind of like looking at you. She was just kind of like, oh, jeez.
no one can say we weren't here. So that's cool. People
It's fine.
have seen
It's
us around
fine.
the festival. That's great.
It's good. And like you guys are kind of like in this like corner now with all the other vendors. You've made it to the other side where there's like a bunch of just like other food vendors and all that stuff, and you kind of are like casually smoking cigarettes together.
I'm not. Now I'm just holding it.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of like,
perfect.
I'm gonna just waft it.
Alden like looks at you, he's like, do you want me to get you some water or something?
No, fine.
I'll be right back. And like he just like goes to a nearby food vendor to like get like some water. Seems very capable.
He's great. Whatever. Anyway.
I mean, if you won't do anything about it, darling.
Stop. What? No.
He
Why
seems
is
like a
everyone?
very fit man. You think that I wouldn't?
Everyone
Have you
is just.
met me?
I know. It's just everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, that's my investigative partner, and it's just really. I'm gonna put this out.
Yeah.
Actually.
All right.
There we go.
Alden returns with the waters. Okay, so like now you just see like Regine is kind of like standing, and she's just kind of like, let's see, the time. Right, it's about 3:30 p.m. So I would assume that you've all kind of thought about how you want to get out of here, yes?
Yes, we will. One of our Desiree is procuring a ride for us.
Beautiful.
Um,
Now, the only question is, I think the only people that would be worried about where you are probably the chaperones that we have for Miss Dalasaya and for Miss Goubeton, knowing that they are younger and they have quite overbearing parents. I'd say one thing to try to figure out before we leave is how to cover their tracks.
right.
So,
Well, I know that Venus is with her mom now, right? Did we all kind of go off at the same time? Okay.
Yes, you would.
Well, I think that Venus is taking care of that. We're bringing Liza. Okay, definitely something to think about.
Something about Ken, just to make sure that he doesn't try to ask any questions.
Right.
Well,
Understood.
on that note, darling, I will see you back at the hotel, and I will go ahead and enjoy the rest of the festival. Enjoy your shopping.
Thank you. You as well, Regine.
She walks away.
I immediately turned to Alden and I'm like, so Regine wants to do you, by the way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, fully. She was like, oh, I would. So, just so you know.
You can tell her the other thing.
I mean, that's really nice of her, but like, no offense, I just met her. Like, I'm not trying to do that.
I wasn't saying you were going to. I was just kind of like, haha, isn't that crazy? We've got all of this weird going on. And then also Regine's like, I'd do him. So.
I'm a little confused. Should I feel?
No, it's, I mean, yeah, you can feel, I mean, I don't care how you feel. You can feel however you want to feel about it.
Did you want to tell me just so that like I knew that she was thinking
Yeah.
that? Or, like...
Yes. That's why I told you.
Okay,
Just wanted
congeniality roll, DC 10.
Oh, God. Which die did I roll last time? I'm going to roll this one. Be better, please. That's a nat one.
Dice, love telling a story, baby.
Those were different dice, too.
Take an adversity gem.
Wait, I also get one for throwing up, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So when that happens, like, Alden kind of looks at you closer and just kind of like, oh, okay, so you wanted to tell me because you wanted me to know that...
That's just because because we're investigative partners, I think it's very important for us to be honest with each other.
Honest with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to
Is there anything you want to tell me, Alden? Nat one.
Let's see.
I'm cursing.
Actually, we'll make this interesting. Odds or evens?
Oh, okay, wait, no, guys. Okay, my first instinct is odds, but I'm gonna go evens.
Okay.
Because my instincts are bad.
10. So it is an even.
She's fully trying to like project this off of herself, but also she's like, I know that things have happened and you fucking failed that one roll this morning, so I know something's up.
Yeah.
And so she's fully like, I don't want to answer the question, you answer the question.
Okay. He like looks at you and he's just like,
This is me. She's not doing this. I'm doing this.
I'm not good at this.
Oh god.
I want you to know that I'm not too good at this, and I'd rather, if it's possible for us to have a conversation, like after we do more stuff, because I don't want to.
Right, because my sister's still missing.
Yeah.
So this is crazy,
This is not,
right?
This is not the time.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
to
That's
talk
crazy.
about things.
Yeah.
But would you like to grab some food before we go back to the hotel, and we can just pretend that we're just at the festival?
And that we're investigative
No.
partners.
No.
What?
I'm saying, would you like to just have an afternoon together, Miriam and Alden? Not investigative people, just Miriam and just Alden. For 30 minutes, can you give me 30 minutes for us just to be us?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Great. What do you want to eat?
I don't know.
Synagogue.
Yeah, sure, that.
Synagogue.
I'm not going to be the person to tell you what to do a lot of the time, so I'm going to make this as succinct and easy as possible. Let's just talk about anything else.
Okay.
And what I would like for you to see this as, I'm gonna pay the whole thing as the bill. You're gonna be you, I'm gonna be me. This can be a date if you would like it to be a date.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. And if it were a date, that would also be fine with.
Say that louder for your microphone.
If you want this.
He nods. He is visibly very sweaty. It was very hard for him to like talk about that. But then he's just kind of like, let's just go eat some soup and like be talking about, what do people talk about?
I don't know.
What do regular people
What do
talk
normal
about?
people talk about?
Yeah.
How are your parents doing?
They're doing better. They could be doing better. And your conversation is just very light and easy. You have a cute little soup date with Alden for 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Hey, get your synagogue
Oh, also at one point we throw a
Yes.
kite up.
You throw like a signal, or no, like at some point you guys are like making your way to Janine. You make it to Janine, and like Alden's just kind of like, hey, Red.
We gotta go.
Cut to you guys like in front of the stage. You're all plugging, like no rolls required. See that like Liza from like the back like gives you like a thumbs up and like just kind of like pats her bag. So like you guys like go through the pageant proceedings, like you plug the festival really well. Just like, you know, you guys don't have to do a lot of the talking. It's Franco that's like doing a lot of like the posturing, that's kind of like plugging, and he's just kind of like showing off like all the people, all the contestants. And you see that everybody's starting to disband, and Liza is like coming up to you, Janine, and she just goes like, hey, so I got the goods. Do you want to, how are we gonna shake Ken? How do you think we could try to shake Ken?
I know, he's been kind of acting weird towards Venus's mom.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
I have
He's
noticed
been
that.
like writing something this whole time too.
Writing something.
Yeah, like a letter. He seems super distracted
Oh.
and like not really into security.
Do you think? I'm just spitballing here. Do you mean like you're getting like an energy between like Ken and like Donita? Like maybe they're gonna like kiss.
No, it seems like they're like they know each other, but they're avoiding each other.
So then should we try to get them to kiss? So that they
Well,
stop avoiding
Yes.
each other?
Yes.
Stop projecting.
Oh.
Stop projecting.
No, but like
Yeah, I know it's not like one of my novels. I get it.
no, I missed
It's
you. Though it's been a
fanfiction.
while.
I know. But okay. But you're saying, what are you saying?
I'm saying like.
You're the brains of the operation between us two.
Thanks. I don't know.
Okay.
Or like,
Okay.
or actually,
Oh wait, you know what? We could also just like try to ask Venus if like she is picking up a vibe.
Oh yes, let's do that.
Tight.
I-
Liza and Janine like come up to you. Hey.
I tap your shoulder. You seem like you're having a good time with your mom, but also kind of distracted. You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I can't look at Janine in the face.
Well, hey! You can look at me. You can look at me.
No, like that's the internal monologue.
No, like Liza is just like picking up on like she's such an emotional person more than she is like, and she's bad at being coy about social cues. So she's just calling it out. She's just like, hey, I understand. She's pretty intimidating. She's really beautiful, but you can look at her. But if you feel weird about it, you can always just look at me. What's going on?
I bought some books.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
we were thinking that we could have more girl time, but it would be better if it was just us girls.
She's like that. She means like my godfather's probably gonna be on my back a lot, and your mom seems to be on your back a lot. So,
So
then
like,
we
what
can-
if we try to put them to like together?
And then like, you know,
Dip.
yeah, we could be like, hey, go talk to our sponsors or something. Yeah.
That's good. I like that plan. What do you think? You're really quiet. Like, you're usually quiet, but like this is extra quiet.
And you're not liking it. Did I do something?
Yeah, what'd she do?
What'd you do?
Janine, what did you do? No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just, what happened?
It seems like your vibe is different from than earlier. You were talking to me just fine.
Geniality roll, DC 5. Janine, intuition check,
It's too much.
DC 5.
I have a, oh, it has to be
Wait, I
one.
have a 20. Oh, yeah. 16.
Plus 1, 3.
Yes, I say.
Take a adversity gem.
Oh, wait, can I use my adversity gem?
If you want
That's a
to,
lot
if you
of-
can
that's
try
a lot of
to, if
gems.
you can try to beat DC, if you want to beat DC 5, she beat it overwhelmingly.
Oh, then can I use 3?
Sure,
Okay, then 6.
because you succeeded. You succeeded enormously. So I'm gonna ask, Venus, what do you want to reveal to Janine right now, given the plan?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm
Cool.
overwhelmed. I feel like I shouldn't say anything.
Got it. Cool. Liza just kind of looks and she's like, well, there's something you don't want to talk about, and that's cool, but I'm just going to remind you that we got to try to, like, get out of here in the next couple hours. So, like, do you got a plan that we can try to get Ken and Donita, like, away?
Yeah.
How do you want to play this?
I just hug you.
What if we... Who's your sponsor?
About the drilling.
And your sponsor's kind of United, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I got something.
What you got?
What if we had people from Common United mess with some of the deliveries that Birdie Drilling has had?
I don't want to put that on people.
I know they're really nice people, but they're also little guys, so maybe they can like sneak in and sneak out, and like they wouldn't know it was them.
What about Judy and Garmin? What are they doing?
Well, that's true. I didn't think about the twins.
How about what if Judy and Donnie, what if they host like some kind of like night for the all the workers with us?
What if they set up like a date for like Donita and Ken? Like, what if they say it's for all the chaperones, but then it's like a surprise for just them? Like, what if it's like,
table by the
yeah,
ocean?
yeah,
With like candles?
yeah, because we can
I don't
say
know
that
if
like
I-
maybe because like the twins
We're not there.
love Ken. The twins love Ken, and if like he was like
I'm kind of into this lady.
Yeah. And they're like trying to like hook them up. Like maybe that'll be a thing. Maybe that'll be. Are you cool with that? Are you cool with like this guy just kind of like hitting on your mom for like
my godfather. He's kind of
dinner?
quiet, but like.
And I'll help you out a little bit as your narrator. You do know that your mom was gonna talk to him before you guys talk tomorrow.
That's true. I think I was just feeling some type of way about like, do I want them to like connect and stuff? So that's why I feel so uncomfortable and overwhelmed by the situation. But yeah, that's a good point. They do want to talk to each other, or she doesn't want to talk to him. So okay, yeah, make it happen.
You got it, sister. Gani runs and is immediately next to Eliza. Like, yes.
I'm really sorry, dude. First of all, I'm sorry. I was just angry and so much going on. I didn't mean to project that onto you. I'm really sorry.
Well, I appreciate the apology.
Where's Junie?
Junie's usually just kind of like, he's like wrapping up the rest of the tours because like, you know how we've been having all day tours of just walking everywhere around. But yeah, is there anything I can help you guys with?
So, we think Ken might like her mom.
What?
So Liza and I want you to set up a date and bring candles and bring like a nice tablecloth. You know, like the ones we have in the back room?
Yeah.
And so just like basically set up like a nice
Anything for Ken. Literally anything for Ken. You got it. Hey, Venus. Does your mom like any particular like flowers, like something that's her favorite?
She likes poinsettias.
We'll see if we can source at least something that's like close to one. I don't know if they're in season yet, but they should be growing somewhere.
I think she also likes some fajitas.
That we can do. And then you see that Gani runs off, and at one point, like as you guys are kind of like getting ready, right? Like everybody's just like closing down for the fight. You do notice that like Donita receives a message, and she like kind of like looks down at it, and then she like goes up to you, Venus, and she says, "Darling, I've been given an opportunity to speak with Ken. Would you be all right with me doing that?"
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just be in the room then.
Yes,
I'll probably just talk with the other girls for a little bit and then probably head out.
If you want to, darling. I know that this is often one of those things that you don't want to be alone while this conversation's happening without you, essentially. Feel free to spend the night with Desiree. I know that you both are very close, and there's enough for you to learn from her that if you don't want to be alone is all I'm saying. I can just see you at breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I'll go talk to her. Thanks, Mom.
Wonderful. I'll see you later, darling. She like gives you a little kiss on your cheek, and she just kind of like leaves. All right, folks. Fireworks are starting to get set up. They're about to go off. You see that Regine is able to meet you guys. Yeah. No roll required. I think you guys like were able to successfully evade all the things. You set everything up so that you are able to pass quietly. You go, you meet Jet. Oh, I see we got a couple of friends here. I mean, I'm not going to say no to lovely ladies. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Gloria is there with you guys, and she looks at all of you. She says, "My queens, shall we?"
Thank you, Gloria. I know this is going to be hard, but we truly could not do this without you.
And when we go through the tunnel or go wherever we need to go, I'll be in the front, Liza will be behind us.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this. Let's go home. You guys ride in the jeepney. Under the cover of night, you are able to make it to a certain part of like the trail. You guys like ride for a very long time. Jet just besotted with you. Doesn't ask any questions.
I'm like in the front, like arm over shoulder, just
hell yeah.
like
It's a very remote part of the island. Jet kind of like looks around. He's like, "Well, sorry ladies, this is gonna be my last stop of the night. I gotta head back to get things a little squared away, but if you need anything, you can always try to send a message through all these other villages that we passed. But yeah, I hope you find what you're looking for, and I'll see you
yeah.
back at the Bug Casa."
Sure will.
He fully kisses like your hand,
Oh my god. So
drives away. I'd say at this point it's like 10 p.m. You guys are walking. Gloria is able to walk you guys through like a little rougher part of the jungle. You end up in this place that is this beautiful lake. It's Lake Danao. And across the way, you guys would know that this is Bad Baran. This is the Victory Village. And it looks completely untouched.
I'm sorry.
And all the houses are intact.
Whoa.
It's almost as if everything that Gloria said didn't happen.
No.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode. Tune in next time. Tune in next time to see
any of these.
Oh, damn it.
what's going on at Bad Baran.
No.
Next time.
What is this?
It was gone. Everything was gone. It's not.
You don't remember any of this.
Should we touch it? Is it real?
I kind of hold her back and try to open it myself.
There's not even any life coming from the village at all.